Welcome to week 66. Clickety click, 66. Really, this is quite amazing. I'm a little bit blown away by it. But sixes, the double sixes is double love energy. And if you add 6 and 6, it becomes 12. 1 and 2 becomes 3. 12-3 is Christ consciousness. Jesus and the 12 disciples. The 12 months of the year, the 12 planets, so on and so forth. 12 is very significant and becomes a 3, which is is yellow in vibration and is the most luminous color in color therapy or of the spectrum. So it's actually about becoming illumined. And the sixes are always about love. And double love energy goes so well with the twin flame, the divine masculine, divine feminine energy. And of course, when those energies come together, there's an illumination that takes place. The sixth chakra is the brow chakra. So if we can imagine the Kundalini snake rising with, one Kundalini snake, the masculine rising it to the brow. And then the other, we have 2 sixes heading at the brow, clickety click. And they click in and the brow chakra is opened. And we see through the veil, we see the magic, we see all of the things that are not of this 3D reality. And so last night I went in to do a healing and for my twin flame. And I hadn't been doing anything like this, but I decided that I would do it last night when I went to sleep. But the main reason was I couldn't sleep, and I haven't been sleeping for the last week. A lot of awakened hours. And so I decided to send some healing. And the first thing I saw was this magic dragon. Now, it was very childlike, very like Puff the Magic Dragon type thing. And I didn't know what it meant. And I just watched. And then all of a sudden I realized it was about magic. And the moment that I recognized it was about magic, in came the unicorn. And I was really surprised because, honestly, I have not been a unicorn person. I have wanted to be taken serious on my path. And so these sorts of things have seemed a little bit make-believe to me. So I was like, really? A unicorn? And but every chakra, as I moved up, and there was a whole thing unfolding of healing, and the unicorns would come in at the point of healing. And in the beginning of the base chakra, the first unicorn was very much like My Little Unicorn, the toy. And as it went up in the chakras, the unicorn became more live, a horse with the, horn, the single horn. And so more life-like, more real, more evolved, I guess, as it went up through the chakras. And this healing took about 2 hours. And I would go into very deep states of meditation where there was just the nothingness. And every time I'd come back, I'd remember exactly where I was at, what chakra, and the unicorns were still there. So I was really quite amazed at this. And I had only said to somebody last week that I didn't resonate with, I had listened to somebody else's talk, and I had said, they have some great stuff, but I don't really resonate with dragons and unicorns. It's a little bit like, yeah, sure thing. Whoops, excuse me. And I need to just Facebook off. Gone. And anyway, so that was, a conversation I'd had last week. And something else that I had forgotten was I bought some warm socks for a friend, like socks to wear around the house with the little things that don't slip on the floor, thick, woolly, intern socks. And I bought 2 pairs, a pair for myself and a pair for my friend. And my friend's name's Janet, and the first pair that I picked up were unicorns. And I went, oh, unicorns, I don't know, they're very cute, but I'll buy a unicorn pair, and I'll buy the brown normal, pair. And I'll decide which pair I want. And then I went, oh, I don't think I'm a unicorn person. I think Jeanette will probably like the unicorn. So I gave the unicorn pair to Jeanette. I didn't know, this was a week or two ago, that unicorns were coming into my sphere. I didn't know this. And so I had the unicorns last night. Then today I had a new client. And lo and behold, I close my eyes and I see a unicorn. And I thought, oh, come on. Get serious. I thought I was imagining it. And and other visions came in, and so that was okay. But then the unicorns came back again. Anyway, I was telling my client the acceptable vision, and I wasn't going to mention the unicorn, even though it just kept coming in. I thought, okay, maybe I better mention it, because these unicorns are very active here. Excuse me. So I said to my client, look, I'm seeing a unicorn. And I felt like I didn't want to not be taken serious with, this was a new client. I didn't want to be not taken serious for my work. But anyway, I saw the unicorn, and I just said, I don't know, you've got a unicorn. Anyway, she told me this story about her son who calls himself the king of the unicorns. So I went, oh, okay, well, that was confirmation for me that she could accept the unicorn thing story. So I continued on with the healing, and the unicorns were there all the way. After this, I thought, because last night I was crying in the midst of doing this healing session, because the healing that was taking place was magical, obviously, but it was amazing. And I was just so humbled, and, to say thank you for these magical beings to appear in my healing and in my vision. And so after, having unicorns a second time, because of course I thought, okay, well, that's once I've seen unicorns, that's it. Now it's done and dusted. And they came in again today in the healing session. So when I left my client's house, I thought, I think I'm going to go buy a unicorn. I think I need to buy myself a unicorn. So I went to the shops, and I had a look around, and I bought some unicorns. Now I'm going to show you my unicorns that I bought. And I was going to get a stuffed one, but because I need to go back to Egypt, and Egypt is very dusty, I thought it's going to get very dirty. So I didn't buy the stuffed one after all. And but I'm going to ask you, my unicorns don't have names. So I'm going to ask you, if you come up with a name for my unicorns, please send me some names. So I've chosen 3 unicorns, and I'll tell you why. So the first little unicorn is this little cute little purple one, and that's going to be he. This is going to be the boy unicorn. So that's the first one. And the second unicorn I've chosen is this little golden yellow one. And the reason I've chosen these is because they are complementary opposites of each other. So they're basically representing the twin flames, polar opposites, complementary opposites. Yellow is the complementary color to a violet. And having said that, today is a yellow day, so most luminous color. So this is the girl, this is the boy, or if you like, the mum and the dad, the masculine and the feminine. And then I bought a third one. I didn't really know why I was buying a third one until I got home. And this is the third unicorn that I bought. And he's much bigger. He's nice and soft and squishy, actually. And so this is when the 2 energies come together, creation takes place. And so he's the big creative, the creation, the creator. So it's like the 3 energies. When I work with the sacred sound, we have the divine masculine, the sound of whoo, which is the divine masculine, which rises us up, takes us home, lifts our vibration so high. And we have the feminine energy, which is E. And so the two come together, and there's a third sound in the sacred sounds of Source, and that is ah, which is ah, something like that anyway, because I channel them, they come through and they channel. When the three come together, they sound like a cat squalling. But when the three come together, it's the point of creation. It's the sound of creation. And that is when magic happens. Magic. That is when magic happens. So this is ah. Oh, there's our names. Who? E. Ah. Oh, dear me. I'm not crazy. So we have who, he, and ah. I'm glad you're laughing with me, Christina. And so this is creation. This is why it's so big. This is our mission. This is our purpose. So we have the magic of the unicorns joining us now to help us bring our magic together. The 666, clickety-click, they've come together. The serpent has risen. And this is the double love energy we came through from June, which was and Gemini being the twins, and June being the 6th month, the energy of love. And now we have come into July, which is the 7th month. And 7 is about faith and trust and flow and connecting with the divine and magic. And, if a unicorn were to belong, in fact, if a unicorn were to belong to a chakra, I believe they would belong to the 7th chakra. Peachy's. You've given it Peachy for a name. Peachy's nice. So, Peachy. This is why I probably didn't really embrace unicorns before. I've been known and named as a bit of a nutter quite a bit in my life, and it's been hard to be taken serious. So apparently, let's throw all caution to the wind now that I'm, getting long in the tooth. And I'm, maybe you can say I'm senile. It doesn't matter really, in my journey, I've had to embrace and be all sorts of things, crazy things that come through me. So I've had to face it. So what is unicorns? It's probably more acceptable than half of the other things that I do. So now I believe in unicorns. I'm a believer. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what June has in store for us, because it's going to be a really magic month. And if you remember last week, the message and the energies that came through last week were about things coming together. Divine masculine, divine feminine coming together. And so when they come together, magic happens, and magic has arisen already. Now, what I would like to say is, when I did the meditation, it was actually July, because it was early hours of the morning, I think like 1:30 or something like that, 1 o'clock or 1:30 before I started the meditation, and it lasted for a couple of hours. So it was already the 1st of July here in Western Australia. So we were already in the 7th month. We were already in that energy of the mystic and the magic and the teacher. The teacher is going to come forth for us this month. The teacher within us is going to come forward. And it's like the unicorn wants to teach us something, wants to teach us and remind us how to be childlike. And that reminds me of the saying, be like the little children, to enter the gates of heaven. So, of course, we have unicorns, so cute. And being just totally letting go and being with that pure innocence, pure innocence. You know, when I saw these unicorns when it first arrived, and even the dragon, they were very toy-like, you know, more like this, I guess. Very well, the others are toys too, anyway. Like all of those. They were very toy-like, very childlike, and very innocent. And as they rose up through the chakras, they, as I said, they became more evolved, more magical, because as they became more alive, they had to be more magical because, you know, they're alive, they were real, they were seemed tangible. And that reminds me that when I was a child, one of my favourite songs that my parents used to play all the time was the Unicorn song, you know, by the Irish Rovers, I think it is, you know, long time ago before the earth was green. All kinds of animals that you've ever seen. There were cats and rats and elephants, as sure as you'll be born, but never you're going to see that unicorn. Well, I've seen the unicorn, and I know that now, after posting on Facebook today, many people see the unicorn. So this is like, oh, many people love the unicorn. So I'm not so worried about it now. It's like, hey, guess what? I see unicorns. Don't tell my younger brother. He already calls me all sorts of things. So here we have unicorns starting the week of July. It's the 1st of July, which is 1 and 7 is 8, 10, 29, 11 days. Is that right? 8, 10, 29, 11 days. So again, here we have the 11 representing the masculine and the feminine coming together. And what do they do when they come together? They create. They make creation happen. So I'm really excited today. And I haven't done the cards yet. So let's do the cards because the energy is very bubbly. And that was the thing that my client said, that she was very happy today. She felt really bubbly and happy during the session. Now, the first card that has come out is the Devil card. So here we have the 11, and this is the ego. This is the ego that didn't want to accept the unicorn. This is let go of the ego, be innocent, let go of the shackles that hold us to, I won't be taken seriously, or who cares, you know, I don't drink alcohol or take any mind alternative things and never have done. Some people drink lots of alcohol and do all sorts of things and have funny experiences. But when you have allowed yourself to tap into the purity, you don't need it anymore. It's drugs, you don't need it. It's just totally, you know, come to that space. Take off the shackles. Take off what binds you to your ego. Take off what holds us to this earth plane and allow ourselves to rise up into the mystical heavens where we see unicorns. What's the next card going to be? I'm excited. Did I tell you that I was excited? The next card is the World. And the World is saying we have completed a cycle. We've come so far. There is we have the elements all with us here, and we are stepping through a portal. We're stepping through into the mystical part of ourselves, the 7th month. That really, you know, it's violet, soft violet. It's mystical. Immerse yourself in that vibration and you will have mystical experiences. Really, and she is wearing a violet sash. So wrap yourself up in the violet. This month is your month of meditation, your month of meeting the mystical part of yourself, your month of magic. Let's see. What else do you want us to have? I usually don't choose cards that jump out 2 at a time. So I was trying to change myself from that, but I'm hesitating. So 2 jumped out and I was going to read them, but I've not. I put them back because I just can't do it. I can't break my habit. Here we have one. Instead, we have the Eight of Cups. Now, I'm liking this card today because of the moon. That's what I'm drawn to. We have an eclipse happening tonight or tomorrow or whatever. We have an eclipse happening, and we have the new moon also happening tonight. So here we have the man. He's saying, I'm going to take some time out. I need to go away. I want to get in touch with that mystical part of myself. I'm going to tap into the energies of the moon, and I'm going to just remove myself because I might be a little bit kooky. People might think I'm a bit odd. So I'm just going to remove myself a little bit so I can have this experience that is opening up as he moves through these craggy rocks. You know, he's going to go behind this area to find the mystic and the magic and leave all that other hard stuff behind. That's what we're going to do this month. And that's what, you know, it's intention night. It's the new moon. It's intention. Set your intentions of what you would like to, you know, bring in. It's a brand new cycle, the Wheel of Fortune. So yes, the new moon says, set your intentions and manifest what you want to bring in. The magic is on your side. Now, this reminds me of something else that I did. A couple of days, 2 days ago, I did this 48-hour manifesting ritual where I thanked the universe. Now, you can do this tonight. I said thank you to the universe for all of the blessings and gifts that have been bestowed upon me in the past, and all of the blessings and gifts that will be bestowed upon me in the future from our wonderful, beautiful, amazing, and abundant, infinitely abundant universe. And I said, I thank you for the gifts that will be bestowed upon me within the next 48 hours. And I wrote down the time that I did that. So it was 48 hours from then, which was this morning, 9:30 or something was the time. And of course, it was belonging to a group, another group on Facebook that was doing some manifesting things. So it's not my idea. Anyway, I thought I'll take part in this. So I did it. And of course it was, you know, thinking to manifest abundance. However, my words were, thank you for the blessings and the gifts that you bestow upon me. And I have had many gifts bestowed upon me. We all have gifts. We just have to awaken to them. I have awakened to many of my spiritual gifts. And I said, thank you for them all. And I said, thank you for the gifts that will be bestowed upon me in the next 24 hours. My mind was thinking, you know, some dollars would be good. But what happened, I used the word gifts. And I was bestowed some more gifts because my third eye opened to a greater extent last night. And I was given the unicorns. And I acknowledge that what made me cry last night with my heart open was I acknowledged the unicorns last night as my gifts that I had received in this 48-hour manifestation ritual thing. And, you know, the abundance will come because my work, I work as the visionary. It's in my healing. It's in all of my work. So I'll get paid indirectly for my work as my work is amplifying and my gifts are opening and becoming greater. So we should always acknowledge everything and don't ever think that we have missed out. We must see the hidden mystical part of what it is that we ask for. And last week or over the recent weeks, I had also been asking, and how do I open to my gifts? I want to tell you the magic ritual that I use to open to my gifts, and it works every time. So I've been opening for many years to different gifts, and I use this same ritual, and I'm going to share it with you right now. I say, I want to open to my gifts. That's it. Simple as. I want to open. I am visionary. I want to be more visionary. I am more visionary. I am clairvoyant. I am the mystic. I am. That's all I do. I just say I am. And at the beginning of every session, I would say I am. Whatever I want to amplify the quality of, I just say I am this, I am that, I am that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And that's how I open to it. And I did the same thing. Thank you, thank you, thank you at the end of my 48-hour manifestation ritual that I took part in. So tonight is new moon, time to do your manifestation ritual. Yes, Christina says this reminds her of the snail from the movie Never Ending Story, one of my most favorite movies of all time, along with Shrek. So this is telling you, get tonight into your manifesting, because that's the fourth card. So you know that's the fourth card, which is the heart card for us tonight. So the heart card, the first card, which is our intention card, take off the shackles. Take off what binds you to your ego. Take it off. We are not bound to anybody or anything. Let go and move forward. And the second card is our creation chakra. We create the world that we live in. We create it ourselves. So it's up to you. Create it. And the third card, which is about the solar plexus and opening to our mission and our purpose. And when we heal all the wounds of the solar plexus chakra, heal the anxieties, let go of the fears, we open to our purpose and our mission. We are on track when that's all done. And this is what this guy's doing. He's going, I want to be on my mission. I'm going out there. I'm going to go behind there. I'm going to go away. I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm going to go within and I'm going to open to my mission. This is my time and I am going to do it. I'm going to manifest it from my heart, pure heart, blessings, just totally. That's where I want to be. That's what I want to do. I am no longer afraid. I have faced my fears. And for long enough, and it is time to take the next step. I am no longer scared of unicorns. Oh, dear me. What is our fifth card? So the fifth card resonates with the chakra, the chakra, with the throat chakra, which is about the truth and about expressing ourselves. It's about freedom. It's about expansion. It's about meeting our challenges, because the heart chakra is the bridge between worlds. So we have the heart chakra, the bridge. Here is the physical world and here is the spiritual world, and the heart chakra is in the middle. It is your bridge that connects the two. And when you are brave enough to step off the bridge and up into the throat chakra, this is when you come into your truth. And this is when you say, you are no longer afraid of what people think of you. You're willing to say, this is who I am. And that's when you start to connect with your I am. So this is who I am. I am willing and ready to step forward on my mission to say, love me, warts and all. And the card that has come out is the Six of Pentacles. And this is saying when you are willing to really walk your truth, you will be blessed. You will be totally blessed with so much energy or money or whatever. Money is just energy, by the way. And so you will be in the flow. You'll be so much in the flow, you're able to share with others. And you'll keep the balance. Know when to keep the balance. Share with yourself. Share your truth, share your energy, share your time, share your money, just share. Whatever you know, all of the secrets, all of the wisdoms, all of those gifts that you have, share them with others, and that puts you in the flow. And that's what the fifth chakra is saying, be in your truth. Open that gateway. The throat holds many challenges, because as you can see, it's little. You know, we have all of this and then we've got to get through the bottleneck. And it's hard. It's hard when you decide that you're going to step up and speak your truth and be who you truly are and say, you know what, it's okay. This is who I am. And people will come to you because they resonate with you on that level. And everybody's different. And so the next card for the brow chakra, the sixth card, is the Six of Swords. So it is a sixth card itself, the Six of Swords. And it's saying as we do that and we step into the teacher is actually awakening in the brow chakra. We move away from the emotional, the throat chakra is the last emotional body chakra. So we're moving away from the emotional part of ourselves and we're moving into stiller waters. We're moving towards the crown chakra, which is absolute stillness. It's, absolute, that's the beautiful side. We're moving above that. We're moving through ascension. We're crossing the waters through from the fourth dimension and into the fifth dimension. And we're moving beyond into the stiller waters where things are calmer and quieter. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're not doing anymore. I'm going to do the seventh card because the people that watch on YouTube don't get to see the seventh card because if they're people that don't come in and do the code. So I'm actually going to do the seventh card now. And for those that do the codes, we will have an eighth card to be, and probably even a ninth I've just got. We're going to have 2 more cards, which will be for the people that are staying in for the codes. So the seventh card today, to finish the story of the chakras, the climb up the ladder of consciousness, which is what we are doing every week as we are working with this work. It's on the floor, is that we have the King of Cups. So you can see he has mastered his emotions. He knows who he is. He's holding a scepter in one hand, the cup in the other. He has totally mastered his emotions. He has them in balance. He is wearing the gown of peace with the blue. He's wearing the yellow illuminated cape, showing that he has come to a state of illumination, and he wears it proudly. And he has this red cape coming across here as well, which means that he puts that in action. He does what he says. He doesn't just talk it, he actually puts it into action. This is the seventh card. This is leading you forward, trust, and be in the divine. And this is what he's saying. Be the master. He's the master. Be the master over your own reality. Be the master over your world. Be the master over your purpose, your mission, your path. You can do it. So that's it for tonight. And I will be back next week with many surprises. Who knows what we're going to have. And so now I'm saying good night to everybody who's watching this, and moving on to the sacred sound codes with the group that stay in, and anybody who would like to purchase them after, just connect with me and you can have it. That's it. Happy unicorn night to you.